Hey everyone, Megan here on the homestead in the Yarrow patch today. I think today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favorite herbs. Typically, whenever anybody that I meet and I tell them I'm an herbalist, they're like, "What's your favorite herb?" And yarrow is typically my answer. It's one of my favorite herbs, definitely top 5, if not the first, right? I really love yarrow. It has tons of uses in many different applications, and it really is prolific here in the Northeast where I live. So I use it in a ton of different herbal products that I make, and I use it in a lot of different ways in my herbal practice when seeing clients. So yarrow is one of my favorite first aid herbs. I know I talked a little bit about comfrey as being a great first aid herb, but I think yarrow is my favorite over that. We don't have to worry about it healing a wound too quickly and then it turning septic like we do with comfrey. Yarrow heals from the bottom up, so you don't have to worry about sepsis or anything like that. It's a great antiseptic. It helps to clean wounds of any bacterial, fungal, whatever infections. It's an amazing first aid herb. It was actually one of the herbs that they used a lot of the time during war times. Soldiers would use it and wear it in their armor. It will instantly stop bleeding. It's the active ingredient in my stop bleeding powder. It literally stops bleeding on contact. It's a stypic, so it helps to coagulate that blood. So it's really great for folks that have diseases that they have low platelets and their blood doesn't clot. It's an amazing thing to have in your first aid cabinet. I make it the powder and put it in my first aid kits, which is amazing. It's also an ingredient in my first aid salve due to its wound healing capabilities. Also a really good thing to use for bug bites, things like that. Helps to reduce some itching and swelling and irritation there as well. And when burned, or I use it to infuse in my bug spray, it can help to deter bugs as well. Excuse me. So anyways, yarrow, other than its first aid uses, I use it a lot of the time as a bitter herb to help stimulate digestion. You can use it in bitter formulas for that reason, but it's really just great for digestion and folks like myself that have a lot of stomach issues. It's really amazing because of that blood coagulation effect, right? It helps to prevent bleeding by creating more of that barrier. So it's amazing for supporting folks that have ulcers or ulcerative colitis, peptic ulcers, things like that. Really great to take internally that way. It's the same way as it would on a topical wound. It would heal and stop that bleeding. And help with any bacterial infections that could be the cause of some of those ulcers, like peptic ulcers oftentimes are caused by H. pylori. So it's an amazing thing for things like that. Some research has shown it to be very beneficial for IBS and things to do with digestion, right? Another great use for yarrow would be for women's reproductive health. Due to that blood coagulating capability, it can help women either that have a hard time with the blood flow or are just bleeding excessively, to help to reduce that or make it more normal. It's more menstrual modulating, I would say. So just an all-around amazing herb. You probably have seen it growing in fields. It's such an amazing herb. I dry it and I use it so many different ways. But I figured I'd share just very briefly a few different things. I might come on and talk about some other uses, either magical or otherwise, in a couple other videos. So stay tuned. Talk to you later. Bye.